Hey guys, Miranda here. So you are getting this video from me because you have expressed interest in some way, shape, or form in my upcoming group. Now, I want you to stop for just a second and step back away from what this is. So this is a health and fitness challenge for all intents and purposes. Clean eating, workouts, accountability. But I want you to peel back that layer and see what's beneath that. Okay, so if you watched my video from my Facebook like page on the 7 different kinds of fitness, we talked about social fitness, financial fitness, spiritual fitness, lots of different kinds of fitness. And I taught you guys about how the first layer that you need to attack in your fitness might surprise you. And I think this is why so many people start a health and fitness journey and they don't stick with it. They think that the first issue they need to tackle is the physical fitness, when really the mental fitness is the emergency issue that's got to be worked on first before they can really be successful at changing their health habits physically with food and exercise. Now, you can do 2 or 3 different kinds of fitness at once, and that's what I aim to do. You know, we're in the era of multitasking. And so the more we can get done in the less amount of time and the simpler the process, the happier we are, the faster we get results, and the less time we waste. So raise your hand if you are all about that, because I am. As busy moms, as busy women, we don't have time to mess around. So I want you guys to know that from me as your coach, products and programs aside, from me as the person who's going to be leading and guiding you through this process, what you can expect to get from me is mental fitness coaching, spiritual fitness coaching, you know, really guiding you guys through the heart and the mind shifts that need to happen in order for you to be able to change the way you eat. Because whether we realize it or not, a lot of times what's going into our mouths depends upon what we're thinking about. If we believe that comfort food relieves our anxiety and our stress, it's going to be really hard to choose an orange over a donut, because which one's really going to give you comfort if you're in pain, right? If you have that association in your head. So one of the things we're going to work on is mental and spiritual combined with the physical. And I believe that's what makes the groups that I run and the women that I work with so unique and so special. And that's why I'm so proud of what I get to do as a health and fitness coach. Yes, I represent Beachbody and I love their amazing products, but I am so much more than Beachbody. Second thing I want you guys to know, pardon me while I grab a tissue, it is September in East Texas and it's allergy season. Plus we have a new cat and I'm allergic. The things we do for our kids, right? My daughter loves cats. So we have a cat in the house and I'm like, I digress. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. I did a poll recently on my personal Facebook timeline. And I asked, how many of you, or I actually think I said, raise your hand if you've ever avoided doing one of my groups because you think you can't afford it. Okay. I had 45 people respond either by commenting or liking and commenting. Okay. 45 people. 38%. Only 38% had ever reached out to me to actually ask me about my group, pricing, packages available, what my groups are like. Only 38%. That's slightly over 1/3 of the people who said they had never done my groups because they couldn't afford it. You know what that tells me? That tells me that we are dealing with a set of limiting beliefs when it comes to healthy lifestyle habits. So raise your hand if you've ever thought healthy food is too expensive, bad food is cheaper. Raise your hand if you've ever thought that. Okay, all right? Raise your hand if you've ever thought that any kind of supplement company, like I know that there's things like Herbalife and Advocare and It Works and Plexus and Thrive and I forget how many there are. There's so many, quote, health and wellness companies that kind of come and go and rise and fall. And a lot of them do charge you $400, $500, $600 for their getting started package with all these capsules and pills and drinks and potions and wraps and patches. And, you know, you got to have this whole big giant package. And then most of the time that doesn't even include the fitness component. And a lot of times, if you've been slammed by this, you have paid, or you've heard about people who've paid hundreds of dollars, still had to go hire a trainer at the gym, hire some kind of dietitian or nutritionist for meal planning support, or join something like Healthy Figures or Weight Watchers for the nutrition component. And then they still didn't have any one person guiding them through all of this. And so they failed and they spent all this money. Okay. So raise your hand if you've either heard about people that have been in that situation, paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars for all these supplements, still not getting the help they need, and still having to go find other resources to fill in the gaps. Okay. Raise your hand if you've heard about that, or if that's been you in the past. And so when you see someone like me posting about join my 30-day fitness challenge, immediately in your head, you're like, oh, I know what this is. This is where I'm going to have to pay $400, $500, $600. She's going to sell me a bunch of stuff. I can't afford it. And then I'm still not going to be successful because I heard about so-and-so, or 2 years ago I bought such and such. Okay. Limiting beliefs will sabotage you. So the fact that only 1/3 of the people who responded to my poll had actually reached out to me and asked for help was so eye-opening for me. That tells me that something's going on between your ears that's affecting your ability to even ask me, hey, what are your groups like? What do they cost? Okay. Now, for the 38% who have reached out to me and couldn't afford it, at least you know what my packages in the past were, and you know that at that particular point in time you couldn't afford it. So here's what I'm doing now. First of all, I want you guys to confront the limiting beliefs that you're dealing with, just like we went through, that healthy eating is expensive, getting fit costs a lot of money, doing Miranda's fitness challenges on Facebook is going to cost me a lot of money, and I'm not even sure it's going to work because I've heard about this supplement stuff before and I don't really understand, and so I just know it's going to take my money. Confront those things and ask yourself, is that true? Is that true? Just because it was true for somebody else or was true for you in the past, or you've heard, is it really true? Have you asked the questions to find out the truth? All right. So what I'm doing now, I used to promote the package that Beachbody provides, which is, in the past, it was a fitness program on DVD. It was a bag of Shakeology. It was a meal plan and some portion control containers, and it was me as a coach. And I would sell this package to you guys. I still believe that's the best value because it's bundled, it's discounted, you save a ton of money on all these things that are put together. And then you get me in a group with all these people to support you, me coaching you, and we get results together. Okay, that's what I used to do. And most of the packages were anywhere from $140 all the way up to $250. And it just depended on what all you got, how much was in your package. Okay, but most people did the 140 or 160 range. Most people did those packages. And they've gotten great results. I've been very successful at coaching people that way. But my heart has always been broken for those who wanted this so bad and couldn't afford it. And honestly, that was me. When I first started this whole thing, I joined as a coach for $40 just so I could get a 25% off discount. And then I waited 2 whole weeks before I ordered my first bag of Shakeology. I had to get creative and figure out a way to make this work. And I couldn't even afford to buy a DVD program. I bought Insanity off of a friend who was going to sell it in a garage sale. It was missing a couple of the DVDs. A couple of them were scratched. It didn't have the nutrition guide with it. I bought it for $20 from a friend of a friend. And it even took me like another 2 weeks to be able to afford to buy that after I bought my Shakeology. So I freaking get it. I am you. I couldn't afford it either. I understand. And so my heart breaks when I see you guys, you want this change so desperately and you want to work with me. There's something about me that you identify with. You identify with certain parts of my story that I've shared on social media. And you're like, I want her to coach me, but I just don't know how to get in there. So here's what I'm doing now, okay? So I have put together a Google form that I'm going to be sending you guys the link to. And in that form, I give you some information about me. I ask you for some information about you. And then in there are these short little tiny videos about some of my favorite products that Beachbody offers, the things that I use, the things that help me. I also give you the price point and breakdown on the packages that I normally do for people that I still believe are the best value and the best way for you to get results, but I also give you other options to do just pieces of it, okay? And in this form are all the things from Beachbody that I like. Now, there's a separate page that I'm going to be sending out that are my products that I personally have created. These are training materials. These are meal plans that I have written myself based on how I cook in my own kitchen for my own family. wiping the nose again. Excuse me. You guys don't want to see all this. You don't want to see like snot dripping. It's not attractive. Totally unprofessional. Anyway, so on the separate page, I have all of my goodies, my stuff. I have an ebook that I've written. It's called 21 and Done Lifestyle Makeover, and it is very faith-based. It's a daily prayer. It's a daily thought for the day. It's a devotional. There's a food journaling aspect to it. It really guides you through the first 21 days of changing your lifestyle habits from a mental and spiritual perspective. Like I told you guys, we are layered beings. You can't just work on one thing and expect it to work. You've got to tackle the things in your head and in your heart that are in your way of making these changes. And so this 21-day book guides you through that. I have my Mastering Motivation PDF that walks you through how to set goals, how to write daily affirmations, what your morning routine should look like to set you up for success that day. Again, we're tackling the mindset and the heart set. Okay, and these have nothing to do with fitness or nutrition, and yet they have everything to do with it. Okay, also on this page, you're going to find the ability to buy some of my meal plans that I've written. These things are $5 and $10 a piece. Some of the trainings are $30 or $50, just depending on the size and the nature of the different resource materials. So you get to decide what you want. You get to pick and choose which products that I recommend to you guys from Beachbody fit your needs and your budget. And then you get to pick and choose from the products that I've written myself to decide what fits you, your needs, and your budget. So instead of me throwing all of this together and offering it to you as a one-size-fits-all package like I used to do in the past, you get to be you. You get to pray about it. You get to decide what level of risk you take financially. You get to decide what fits you. So I'm super excited about this, and I really, really want to leave you guys with a few thoughts as we wrap up, okay? Number one, do not undervalue yourself. Don't undervalue yourself. What is your health really worth to you? And when I say health, I'm talking about the you that you have to live with inside your own head. Are you dealing with negativity, depression, anxiety, a lot of limiting beliefs, feeling like you're stuck in life, feeling like you're never going to make it, feeling like you really suck because you never finish anything you start? You know, if you're dealing with this kind of stuff, that's bad health. And it's going to affect you physically sooner or later if these are the kinds of things that you're thinking and feeling all the time. And so what is it worth to you to feel and think and be strong and solid and full of self-love? What is it worth to you to walk past the mirror when you get out of the shower and be proud of your body? And I'm not talking about going from being a size 16 to a size 2. You don't have to wait till you're a size 2 to feel proud of your body. When you lose those first 10 pounds and you notice that your waist is a little bit smaller, and you start to see that your face is just a little thinner, and you can kind of start to see your cheekbone, and so you know where to put on your contouring makeup, you know, those little things that you see that start to change really quickly when you're on this journey with me, I want you to be proud of that, okay? So what is that worth to you? It's priceless. It's absolutely priceless. It's priceless to know you're investing in your future health, that you are working on not being a victim of heart disease, cancer, autoimmune disorders, diabetes, you know, just obesity, and the way that affects mobility and your ability to love on your kids and chase your future grandkids around or current grandkids around. You know, what is that worth to you? It's freaking priceless. It's priceless. So don't sell yourself out by going cheap on the things that you need for your health. Okay. Number two, confront your limiting beliefs. We've talked about them a little bit in this video. Confront the things that you're telling yourself that are holding you back, like eating healthy is expensive. It's not. That's total BS. I guarantee you, if you go to Walmart right now to the produce section, you're going to spend less money if you buy bananas, broccoli, apples, and sweet potatoes than you will if you go to the frozen foods aisle and buy the prepackaged like diet meals and the Stouffer's lasagna and all the convenience foods, the boxes of Velveeta, you know, macaroni and cheese. And all the Totino's pizzas and the pizza rolls and all those convenience foods that are total crap, boxes of crackers, chips. You're going to spend less money in the produce section than you will buying that crap. So confront those limiting beliefs and realize where the lies are. Number three, take an uncomfortable risk. As you're going over the different options financially, the different products, the different programs, trying to figure out what's right for you, every time you feel yourself going, but that's too expensive, but I can't afford that, I want you to consider taking an uncomfortable risk, because if you pay a certain amount that makes you a little bit uncomfortable, that kind of makes you wince, you are far more likely to be successful in using what you've purchased because you value it. You have what's called skin in the game. You've made a little bit of a sacrifice, and so you're more likely to honor that sacrifice by seeing this challenge through. On October 2nd, when we hit day one, you're going to be like, by God, I spent $120 that I didn't have to spend, and so I'm not going to let a day go by that I don't fully execute on this freaking challenge, because I'm going to get every penny's worth out of this sacrifice that I made out of this group. Okay? Number 4, create the money to afford what you truly want. There's not a limited amount of money out there. Okay? Have a garage sale this weekend. Sell something on eBay. Take your kids' clothes they've outgrown to one of those consignment stores that pays you money on the spot. If you're local, we now have a Once Upon a Child here in Tyler. You take your clothes there, and they give you money on the spot to sell the clothes that your kids have outgrown anyway. So take a couple hours and go clean out the kids' closets. If you need to clean out your closet, find a consignment store near you that pays cash on the spot. Clothes Mentor is a great one in Tyler. They take gently used, nice clothes. There may be other consignment stores in your area. Check it out. Look into it. Have a clothing sale in your home and invite all your friends over. I've done that so many times in my past. I'll clean out my closet. Hey, I'm having a sale. Get rid of all the jewelry I haven't worn, the purses I haven't carried in forever, shoes I'm sick and tired of, clothes that don't fit or that I'm tired of but are still good. My friends come, buy my clothes. Go create the money that you need to get what you want. Okay? Number 5, get what you really want. Don't freaking settle. If you really want to have certain items and you package it all together the way that you want it and you see what the total is going to be, get what you want. Don't settle, or you're going to feel bad about it. During the whole challenge, when you see, if you really want to try Shakeology and you see all these other people drinking that shake every single day and they're losing weight faster than you and they seem to have more energy than you and they're talking about how their skin is clearing up and their digestion is better and their hair's growing and their nails are thicker and all these things, you're going to be hating it. You're going to be jealous. You're going to feel like you're missing out. FOMO, right? You're missing out if you don't have Shakeology, because if that's what you really want, your mind, your heart, your body are trying to tell you, this is what I want. So get what you really want, okay? I know that I'm long-winded. I get super fired up about this stuff. Thank you for hanging with me to the end. I want you to stop hesitating and making excuses and holding back on doing what you deserve and getting the level of health, the level of confidence, the level of self-love, the level of strength mentally, physically, spiritually, every which way. I want you to advance in your career because of these changes that you're making. I want you to feel strong enough to take that leap of faith to go get that degree or start that business or handle a relationship issue that you're holding back on because you just can't get past the fact that you're miserable, okay? Or maybe you're not miserable. Maybe life's pretty good, but you know that you've been holding back on yourself when it comes to your health. Confront that. Let's deal with it together. I'm ready to take you by the hand and walk through this journey with you. I am you. I'm a busy mom. I'm juggling so many different things. I often don't know if I can finish my to-do list in the next year, much less today. So I get it. And if I can figure out a way to make this work, if I can go from being 50 pounds overweight, depressed, going to bed every night wondering, what the hell am I doing? What does all of this mean? You know, having no identity outside my kids, miserable as could be. If I can go from that to being 50 pounds lighter, the best shape of my life, I'll turn 39 years old next month, and I still cannot believe the level of health and youth and vitality and energy that I have. And I've had some setbacks I've had to push through. It hasn't all been cake and roses and ease. It's been difficult. And because I've faced so many struggles along the way, hormone imbalance, you know, a reoccurring bout of depression and anxiety, adrenal fatigue, relationship issues, financial problems, you name it, I've been through it. Teenagers, hello. I have 4 of them in my house. 4. Yeah. So if you're struggling, if you're hitting obstacles, I'm the perfect coach for you because I've been through it. My journey hasn't been perfect. So I'd be honored if you will allow me the pleasure of working with you. I would love to love on you and help you love yourself. And that's really what all this is about. And for October, we're throwing a fun pumpkin theme into it. I'm going to have different kinds of pumpkin recipes. We're going to do, contests, and we're just going to have some fun around pumpkins. If you don't like pumpkins, it's not like you have to eat the pumpkin recipes. Somebody reached out to me the other day and was like, I don't really like pumpkins, so I don't know if I can do your group. The pumpkin theme is just for fun. I'm not going to make you eat pumpkin if you don't want to. But if you do like it, you're going to have some great recipes to choose from. Okay? So, good? Awesome. I can't wait to see you in the group. And so what you need to do now is start to fill out the form, look through the information. You're going to be first looking at the Beachbody products that I know and love, and they're going to help you get results. And then once I finish putting together the other page, it's a work in progress today. Once I finish putting that together, I'm going to send that out to you guys as well. So start with this video. If you haven't watched the video yet on the 7 different kinds of fitness, go to my Facebook page, my business-like page, not my personal page. Go to my business page and watch the video on the 7 different kinds of fitness. Start to fill out this form. Start looking at the information in the form. And then later today, I'll be sending you the other page with the other options of products and things on there. So I really don't want you to decide on what you're going to order or purchase until tomorrow. And I want you to really pray about it. I want you to think about it. I want you to go back and watch this video again, confront your limiting beliefs, really get thoughtful about it. Don't be impulsive with this. Think it over. Tomorrow, I want you to let me know what you've decided. And I also want you to feel comfortable reaching out to me and asking for a one-on-one phone consultation or a video conference, or we can message back and forth if you are struggling to figure out what you need based on your goals. I'm happy to guide you through that. That's free. That's just for fun. That's just free because I want you to get started off on the right foot. Okay? Hope you guys have a super blessed day. I cannot wait to hear back from you tomorrow and see what all you've decided are the right things for you to continue along your journey to the best life ever. I want you to live more life, and I want you to love yourself like you never have. Bye, guys.